Well, hello everybody. It is time for your Tuesday PowerPoint. We had another great turnout this past Sunday, and we also appreciate all of those who are still watching online. This coming Sunday is the last Sunday in May. We'll continue to have our Sunday morning services just like we've been doing for the past couple of weeks for this coming Sunday. And then the teens will also continue their Wednesday night meeting at 6:30 in the main auditorium in the same way that they have for the last couple of weeks. We'll continue to monitor the situation and the guidelines, and we hope to restart Sunday evenings and Wednesday evening adult classes soon, but not this week. Also, June 7th is 2 Sundays away, and we'll be having a very special Senior Sunday. You're not going to want to miss this. There's some really interesting things that we'll be doing. And along with that, we'll be having a barbecue, a cookout as well. And so we want to invite all of you to come and honor our graduating seniors on June 7th, Senior Sunday. I also want to take a moment just to say thank you to all the wonderful people here in Naples. You've shown us, Dawn and me, such love and such support since we've been here, and we really appreciate it. We're loving being here. We're loving you guys. And May actually marks 6 months since we arrived here in Naples. So we're looking forward to the future together. This past Sunday, we talked about the 6 days in Genesis 1, and we mentioned that belief in a literal 6 24-hour days of creation, it's not a salvation issue. But there is nothing from the biblical text itself to indicate that it was anything other than 6 literal days. To arrive at another conclusion would be to import something from outside the text onto the text. And so while it isn't a salvation issue, it may be an authority issue or an interpretation issue. Are we willing to accept what God has to say as it's presented in Genesis 1? We gave some reasons during the sermon as to why it's not unreasonable to accept a literal reading of that chapter. We pointed out that advocates of atheism sometimes understand the significance of Genesis better than Christians do. One prominent atheist has written, quote, "Destroy Adam and Eve and the original sin, and in the rubble you will find the sorry remains of the Son of God. If Jesus was not the Redeemer who died for our sins, and that is what evolution means, then Christianity is nothing." That's his quote. So he understands the importance of Genesis as being something very foundational to our faith and even to the gospel. It's important that we understand this significance and that when we look around us at all that's going on in the world, that we look at it from a biblical worldview. We go back to Genesis because Genesis helps us to make sense of it all. May the Lord bless you and keep you 6 feet away from each other. And we'll see you on Sunday.